Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Broyans Farm. Frank and I are on our way to go pick blueberries. The nice part is that it's only a mile away from our market. And here we are. This is actually my second time here this morning because Frank and I forgot the buckets. Stemrick Blueberry Farm. So this is the blueberry patch. Tons and tons of blueberries. Oh, there's Frank. Couldn't find him there for a minute. You can see all the big flappy things there to keep the birds away because, as you can imagine, birds love blueberries and they can eat a lot in a little amount of time. Good morning. Oh wow, they're nice. See how big they are? Yeah, they're huge. Now Frank can take them out of his quartz, put them in the bucket. Just like strawberries, there's all different kinds of blueberry bushes. I'm assuming that these two varieties right here are different. These are loaded, but they're smaller and a little more ripe. These ones here, as you can see, have a lot of green ones on, but not a lot of blue ones. But the ones that are here are huge. So it's kind of just whatever you want to pick, whatever's fastest. They all taste very good, so I'm not really worried about that. But he certainly does a good job. You can see the nicely mowed paths. Bushes look very healthy. Boy, when these ones here come on, there's gonna be a ton. So many. Look at that little cluster. That's what I like. Huge blueberries. My favorite is to kind of get my hand on the bush, take my thumb, and just pop off all the ripe ones in one area. Throw them in my bucket, go to the next spot, pop them all off, throw them in my bucket. That's when you know it's good blueberry picking. And like anything else, I'm way here in the back, like as far back as you can go, which is quite a walk. And so this is where a lot of people usually don't want to go, especially because people aren't picking the amount of blueberries that we pick. So I want to get back where they haven't really been picked as much, usually a little bit better picking, and I can pick a lot faster. That way I can get back and get more jobs done. We've been picking now for about just over an hour. I got 2 buckets, Frank got a little over a bucket, and the berries are just loaded. Nice big ripe berries, not like they're half ripe or need to go a little bit longer. Like the bushes are just completely full. So I think I picked about 7 or 8 bushes altogether here and got 2 buckets. I don't know how Frank's been making out. He's at a different part of the field, but we're thinking within the next half hour, 45 minutes, we'll be done and back home again. Here's my 2 buckets. It's hard to tell on camera, but that's a really nice sized blueberry. And I bait a couple. You always gotta test them, see how they are. And they are like sweet as sugar. I just hit the mother load. And I could just pull handfuls off here. If I can get them off. So I got 3 buckets. I think Frank's got 2 over there. I'm gonna go meet up with them and we're gonna head out. Didn't take us very long, and like I said before, the blueberries were really nice, huge. And so we're gonna get those into the cooler. We're not open today, so they'll just be ready for tomorrow. I just got back here to the farm and we're gonna bag corn again. Can't believe how fast it sold. I think my last video, we were bagging corn and now we gotta do it again. Certain times people just buy a lot more than others. I don't know what triggers it, but it's good for us. The only bad thing is that we are running out of bags. It takes a little while to get them shipped in. I'm gonna have to tell mom today, but we do have some extra bags on hand. I don't know where dad got these. These are just blank bags, nothing on them. I like ours obviously because, you know, it has our logo on them. Not our logo, but our name and, you know, where they're from. So it'll be okay, at least for once or twice anyway, just to get us through. Later in this video, Sammy and I have to go on a little road trip, so make sure to stay tuned. Dad can tell better than I can, but sometimes by banging on it, you can tell how much corn is in there. I don't know, it sounds to me like it's full all the way up to there, but I don't really know. I did see lines on here. I think they're from previous years though, like Dad put a piece of tape there. I don't know, it sounds full to me. I did see, oh yeah, right there's a pencil marking from probably a different year. He probably knows, but I still don't think we're in any danger of running out of corn yet.
I don't want to miss anything here.
Yeah.
I want to do everything. You know. So what kind of machine is it, basically? Yep. Is it like, you know, the ones when you plant the peppers and stuff? You're on that machine?
Well, we're gonna plant this first batch by hand.
Okay.
Like we usually do.
Oh, okay.
And then it won't be till August we'll use the machine.
Oh, that's right.
And the machine, or the planter that we're gonna use is gonna be the water wheel one that we plant, the plastic one. Well, Sammy and I, we're gonna head out as soon as we're done here.
Okay.
And go pick up that electric fence.
Oh, are you?
That's what we're hoping to anyway. So, yeah.
Who put that baby up? Yeah, I love it. Any projects I get, I love it.
Yeah.
You know that. Man, it's just amazing how it just takes all your time, right? So bad when it was done. I mean, did you have to sit on a lot of corn?
No, nope.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, you probably got like a certain amount less.
Yeah,
this
we
year.
had a good idea from last year.
Yeah, let's see.
At the festival, so.
That's awesome. Now you can, you know, it's gonna be like just putting on a pair of shoes. We got to do this, and this.
Yeah, we knew exactly what we needed, how to set up, what to expect, so that was nice.
Awesome. Boy, that thunderstorm that came through Friday, though, that was bad.
Yeah.
Oof, that could... Whoever got hit, I don't know if it grew more strength or not, but I guess some people really got whaled with that one.
Yeah.
Okay, come on, really? Somebody's goofing on me.
Right here. Now we're moving on to weighing them. I try and get them as close as possible, but I can't get them perfect.
He does, though.
That just rose up to the top, meaning it's full. We'd
doesn't.
rather see it just a hair full than a hair light. And we have our scale set for 51 pound. That way there is no questions ever. The customer always gets an extra pound.
And he gets a lot of perfect bags. He does.
So we've already done 25, or 24 to be precise. They're already bagged and tied up on the truck. Frank's weighing these. We'll bring them over here. I'll tie them, and we'll load those up, and we'll be finished. While I wait for Frank to finish weighing those, I'll come over here. Pap and Graham are finishing up the last bit of transplanting for the season, which is going to be our late season coal crops. Oh, my sunflowers are doing good. Either they got dry or they need some fertilizer. I'm not quite sure which one it is, but they'll be okay. And then this is our second batch of the cantaloupe and watermelon. And they're, again, just about ready. They look beautiful. The last batch is the biggest batch. And so they've already got a bunch done inside here. This is all cabbage, cauliflower, broccoli, kale, all that kind of stuff. And they're growing. These were done actually a couple days ago. They're just finishing them up now. Here comes Mom. Twister, that's a cauliflower variety. And then over here is another batch of my sunflowers that are doing really well. Here is some Freedom, which I think is broccoli. I could be wrong about that. And you can tell the dirt is fresh, so that was just transplanted. We have a couple hollyhocks left. What are you working on?
Winter.
Winter, which is kohlrabi.
Marathon.
Marathon, that's the broccoli variety.
Here we are again.
Yeah, I said this is the last time for the season. Finally. And like I said in my previous video, all these flats are now sanitized from Sammy. We got to get them bagged up and put in our shed now, just so they don't sit in the 150-degree greenhouse for the rest of the summer. Sydney, which is my brother's wife, is out here working on tags. In our little storage shed here, we have our nice rack of tags that I got built earlier this season. Everything from basil, beans, begonias, down to peppers, wave petunias, salvia, thyme, verbena. And we need to make sure, my door's closing. We need to make sure that we have enough tags for the next season. Some tags we have a ton of, so we won't need more, but other tags, like, looks like the Gerber daisies, we might need some more of, because I only see one pack of them. So that's what Sydney's doing. She's taking each bin out, because it's about 100 degrees in here, and counting them, seeing what we have, writing it down, and then Mom can get them ordered for whatever we need. Other exciting news is that we are now picking some red tomatoes out of our high tunnel. I'll do a little quick walkthrough, but I gotta get back over to Frank. I don't know when the last time was I was in here, but look at them nice red tomatoes. There's not a ton of them yet. Most of them are still orange, like that one right there, but only a few days it's gonna take, and we're gonna have more red ones than we know what to do with. But the good thing is that this Thursday, I think we're gonna actually go to market. And so that means we're gonna have to get a lot of stuff around, because especially in the beginning of the season, markets are very busy and we can sell a lot of produce. I can't wait till all of these start turning red. We're still watering them a ton because it takes a lot of water to get a tomato sized up like that. Not everyone is gonna get that size, but that is surely not done growing. Sammy just got here. She's starting to tie some bags. I didn't know you knew how to do that, Sammy.
Yeah, I know a lot of things.
You can do everything.
I can.
Oh boy. Here we go.
Tying bags is usually my job.
Not today.
We got a bunch of comedians here today.
Sammy and I just made our first stop at, what was it, Limestone Irrigation?
Mm-hmm.
We picked up some header line for the strawberry field and some pressure gauges. Not that much. Now we're heading over to Norm's Farm Store out in Watsontown, which we might be in Watsontown right now. It's not that far away. And we're gonna pick up all of the electric fence stuff for this new electric fence that we're gonna put up. So we'll see how that turns out. But
Nice too.
in the meantime, we had to stop at McDonald's because Sammy was hungry.
You are hungry too.
So Sammy's got her Happy Meal. Show them how small the little fry is, Sammy.
It's my size.
All right, where are we going?
That way.
It's a little bit of Amish country out here. We just passed a horse and buggy. A lot more tobacco out here. Right there's tobacco, and then field corn, and then another field of tobacco. It always looks so nice and clean. Here's more mature tobacco, which that's actually starting to rot, I think. It looks like it's laying so wet. But this here looks a little bit better. The soil is also a lot sandier out here. Not near as many rocks.
Is that funny?
So we just left Norm's farm store. I think we got everything for the electrical. We got, what, 150 of the fiberglass post. We got clips for the post to hold the wire. We got the solar panel fencer. We got T-post clips. We already have T-posts at home, so we don't need those. And I think, oh, and the wire, obviously, to go around the entire field. So I think that's about everything. It's already just after 5, so we're not gonna start setting that up today. Tomorrow, the strawberry plants are supposed to be in, so we're gonna try and get some of them in. Maybe we'll start putting up the fence before they come in. I don't know, they could be in, I don't know, anytime after lunch, or if for some reason they got delayed, we might just put up the fence and the strawberries might come in on Wednesday. Just got home. I got my header line that I told you about, and then these are all of my fiberglass stakes, 4 foot long. They're actually pretty cheap. They're $1.40 a stake, and we got like 150, something like that. And then here's my ground rod, because all electrical has to be grounded. And then inside my truck here, I have all of my wire. For horses, they'll do like a 2-inch thick or 2-inch wide wire, but for cattle and deer, you want to have just a braided strand. And then I have 5 of those because it's like a couple thousand feet, obviously. Then I have the clips. Up here, what I found at the irrigation store was these are caps for the end of the drip tape. Usually I just fold them over and cover them with a piece of plastic pipe, but that's really cool, so I'm excited to try those. And I also got a bunch of pressure gauges just because we are all out and I needed some new ones. So I got a lot of new stuff on hand. Oh, and then there's the fencer. So hopefully within the next couple days we can get all this stuff in and get it up and running. With that being said, I'm gonna call it a wrap for this video. As always, thank you guys for watching, and always remember, it ain't much, but it's honest work.